Welcome back, Careblazers. In today's video, we are going to get down and dirty and talk about what you can do to help reduce the number of bathroom accidents that your loved one may be having. The number one reason family members end up placing their loved one into nursing home care is because of bathroom issues. It's a difficult thing to have to deal with. It's a stinky thing to have to deal with, and sometimes it can feel like all of your free time is spent either cleaning up after your loved one with dementia or cleaning up your home and trying to get the smell out. So in today's video, I'm going to share some things that have been helpful to other caregivers in reducing the number of bathroom accidents your loved one is having. If you're new to Careblazers, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Hit the subscribe button and join our community to help learn information to better take care of yourself and thereby take care of your loved one with dementia. Before I get into any specific tips, I want to take this moment to just encourage you to keep in mind that no matter how impaired your loved one's memory is, not being able to use the restroom on their own is a difficult task, not only for you, but for your loved one with dementia. And so it's important that we be respectful and sensitive as possible with this issue. The bathroom is a scary place. It's a place where we're used to being alone and having privacy for all of our lives, and to have to get help from somebody else, no matter what condition you may have, is difficult. So try to maintain their dignity as much as possible. Try to give them as much privacy as possible while providing them the help that they need. The first tip in reducing bathroom accidents in your loved one is to get them on a schedule. Take note of when they usually tend to go to the bathroom or have accidents and try to get ahead of the game. Ideally, you want your loved one to be using the restroom every 2 to 3 hours after every meal and before bedtime. Hopefully, your loved one would be willing to go to the bathroom with this routine schedule, but they may not be so willing. What I want to encourage you to do is not just to ask them, do you need to go to the bathroom now? A lot of times you'll probably just get a no. Instead, you want to try to find a better way to help encourage them to use the restroom. So this could be, let's go clean up after you're done having dinner, or let's stop by the restroom right before we watch our favorite TV show, or simply find a reason to walk by the bathroom with your loved one and say, let's pop in here real quick before we continue on. So it's not necessarily just coming out and asking them, do they want to use the restroom? It's a nice, gentle way of encouraging them to use the restroom. Second, take note of signs that they may be showing that suggest they might need to use the restroom. For instance, this might be fidgeting, pulling on their clothes, going into a corner by themselves, looking in distress or squirming around in their seat. These could all be behavioral signs that your loved one may need to use the restroom. And if that's the case, you may want to use one of your gentle techniques to encourage them to use the restroom. Third, when you are in the bathroom with your loved one, you want to try to do whatever you can to make the bathroom environment pleasant. The bathroom is often a cold, sterile, pretty bland place. And so for your loved one with dementia, it can be pretty scary. Some tips that some caregivers have found helpful are to include music in the bathroom from their younger years, have that playing, maybe giving them some sort of toy or book or something to hold on to in their hands when they're sitting down on the toilet. You could consider trying to see if you can make the temperature in the bathroom a little warmer. Also making sure that the colors in the bathroom have some contrast. A lot of times bathrooms are all white, and it makes it difficult for the person with dementia to be able to see the difference between where the floor ends and the wall begins and where the toilet even is. So some people have made sure that their walls and floors are completely different colors, and even have made the toilet lid on the toilet a different color so that it stands out. Fourth, and this is a really important one, you want to be aware of your facial expressions and body language. As we've talked about before in my past videos, people with dementia oftentimes rely more on your facial expressions and nonverbal behavior than they do your words. So when you are in the bathroom, as much as possible, trying to appear relaxed, trying to appear comfortable, smiling, having a friendly face, these can really go far in helping your loved one not be so resistant and scared of the bathroom. Also, if your loved one could wear more loose-fitting clothing, like pants that easily pull down and pull up, perhaps with a Velcro or elastic waistband, that can also make the bathroom experience much more pleasant. If your loved one tends to have a lot of nighttime accidents, what you could be mindful of is making sure they're not drinking a lot of caffeinated products during the day, and that you are limiting the amount of liquid they have at night before bedtime. You could also consider keeping a urinal or bedside commode next to their bed so that they don't have to navigate the hallways or the house at night to get to the restroom. If your loved one prefers to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you could make sure that there are some night lights in the hallway and in the bathroom to help make it easier for them to find. If your loved one has used the restroom or has gone to the bathroom in inappropriate places, you could consider hiding or throwing away things that could be mistaken for a bathroom, such as waste baskets and planters, those kinds of things. If your loved one does have an accident, it's important to try to stay calm. You don't want to show a lot of frustration to your loved one with dementia, because I'm assuming if they've had an accident somewhere in the home, then the next thing you're going to have to do is help your loved one change into clean clothes. And if you want to make that, increase the chances that that will be a smooth process, you don't want to show any signs of frustration or tension right before doing that. Also, just normalizing the process can go far and can make them less resistant to getting help in the future for using the restroom. Finally, make sure you're talking to your loved one's doctor about their bathroom issues. Sometimes, especially if your loved one's bathroom pattern has changed quickly or it's come along with some fever and increased confusion, it could be the sign of an underlying infection that can and needs to be treated right away. So just make sure you're communicating with your loved one's doctor about their bathroom habits. All right, Careblazers, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what tips you found to be helpful and what you do with your loved one to help make bathroom time a bit easier and reduce the chances of accidents in the future. If you found this video helpful in any way, go ahead and give me a like. And I look forward to hopping back on next week to talk about something else related to dementia. If there are particular questions or topics that interest you, also leave those in a comment. I'll be sure to talk about them in a future video. All right, bye Careblazers.